You don't need caffeine. What are you talking
For
about?
tomorrow.
You don't need caffeine. What are you talking about?
In the mornings I do.
I wish I did, but I gotta freaking watch people pull pipe. You know?
Look what we're doing.
Hey folks, welcome to the Wade and Shiggy Show. I'm Wade, this is Shiggy, rubbing his knees. He's like hyper-tensing over here. I don't even really have a premise for this video other than just to give y'all an update on what's going on with our lives. Our work lives are so enthusiastic. At least we're working. That's all that really matters.
Nope, that's where the problem is.
What, is that the problem?
People are satisfied with saying, well, at least I have a job. 50 years ago, you could get a job that paid you good money, have a retirement, and move on by the time you were in your 50s and 60s. But because of greedy shareholders and greedy companies, they don't want to pay crap. They don't want to pay employees crap. It ain't about the worker no more. It's not. It used to be about the worker. Man, work hard.
This goes back to saying we should get paid more.
All his life to basically have a retirement, and the worker was respected. They're not respected anymore. Treated like slaves. Don't tell somebody, don't buy into that. Be thankful for what you got. Yes, but when they say be thankful you have a job, it's a bunch of crap. These jobs should pay. Every job should pay. Most of y'all don't even know what minimum wage is supposed to mean. Minimum wage is supposed to be the minimum amount of money a person should get paid so they can survive. That means have a place of their own, be able to afford some kind of decent automobile, to live on their own. That's why it's called minimum wage. This is the minimum you'll get paid for to have a decent living. Okay? People see minimum wage now, and the way it is used is basically you work, but you don't make enough to afford health care, dental
So
care.
you have to get a second job.
A car, a house, or even an apartment. Buy things you need to live within a minimal standard. But the key to that phrase is to live. Meaning...
But name me jobs that are paid minimum wage now.
We're pretty much minimum wage.
To contractors. Contractors minimum wage. I'm talking about
No.
regular work minimum wage.
In order to live in this country, to survive...
See what I mean, people?
To order to live in this country...
I can name you a couple jobs that are paid minimum wage.
But listen...
You can't afford crap.
And in this state, in order to even make a substantial living,
Then again,
without being paycheck to paycheck, it's in the state of Ohio $14. It's been proven
it's not what it says in the state legislature. If you go look it up,
I know what the state legislature says, and it's crap. Because you should get paid $14 an hour, because that's how much it would take an hour for you to live. Even
well, I was going to say that to the shareholders.
Remotely comfortable.
See what
What
they
we
say.
do for a living, we don't get paid enough. Ask every contractor that's out there how much they pay to have us out there with them, and they pay us what they pay us. These contractors look at us dumbfounded, number one, and then they find out about our union and they're dumbfounded, number two. These people on this job I'm on, holy God, they get benefits. They are taken care of down the line, and all they got to do is go to work every day. And you know why they're motivated to go to work, and you know why they smile when they do their job? Because they're taken care of. We're not. Wake up, people. Someone tells you get a job, you need a job to fall back onto. Tell them to shut the hell up. Do what you want in life. If you want to make a little, if you're making barely scraping by, but you're doing something that you love, well then fine, cool, great. But don't settle. Don't be like some people and just settle. That's what it's just stupid. This country we live in. I love it. I wouldn't have fought for it if I didn't. But then you come home and it's stupid. All they want to do is work you till you're dead. They don't want to pay you retirement. That's what companies are doing nowadays. They're working you till you die. And even if you do get retirement, guess what? You're probably going to be dead in 5 years. So what kind of retirement is that? To work all your life, to have 5 years of not working? And you know why that happens? Because you're so used to working that once you stop, you don't know what to do with yourself. That's why when you see these 80 to 90-year-old men, they got retirements when they were like 60. And you know why they're still out fixing their houses and they can't sit down? Because they're so used to working, to not work kills them. They feel inadequate when they can't work. They feel out of place when they can't work. That's what they do. They work because they're so used to working, they feel out of place when they're sitting on their behinds. It's dumb.
Think, guys, this is all going through his brain right now.
It's just simply asinine to me. But it's the truth. They want you to work till you die. Because let's face it, kids, Social Security, you ain't going to see that. I'll be
until
lucky.
you're 65.
No, they won't see it. It's going to dry up.
No, because some people have their Social Security all set up for them.
But the majority of Social Security is going to dry up. It's just going to dry up.
Not if you're smart about it.
At this company, dude, Social Security's dished out by the government.
Exactly. But if you're smart enough to get a job that'll benefit towards your Social Security until you're 65, you'll be able to be set for the rest of your life.
No, you won't.
Yes, you will.
That Social Security that you put in.
Then how is my dad surviving right now?
Because they still... Alright, listen. Stop. Because... This is how Social Security works. Social Security is not just an... There's not like an individual pot that has my name on it.
Weird, because people tell me that all the time.
It goes into one big pot. And if everybody's taking out of that pot and there's not enough being put back into it, it's going to dry up. Which means when I get to my age and this next generation gets to their age, it's going to be gone. Why do you think when the government every year or every couple years they have to approve Social Security? Because it's starting to run out. And if it runs out, guess what? It doesn't matter how much you put in there. If it runs out, you're not getting it.
It's weird because my dad's set for the rest of his life.
Because it's still there. Because he's an older person. He's getting it because it's still there. Eventually, it's going to run out, and we're not going to have it to use because it's going to be gone. Look it up. Yeah, I don't know how else to explain it, but it's just one big pot. And that pot is drying up.
I'm 23 years old. I don't know any of this crap.
That's why they have to... That's why when people are voting for the government to do this, or they have
Here we go into politics.
Or they have a shutdown. And they have
Folks,
to...
I hate politics.
They have to do the budget.
It's annoying.
Social Security is part of the budget. And Social Security, it's going to run out. It is. My mom said the same thing to me. She said, by the time I'm old, Social Security is going to be gone. It's going to be gone.
Let's wrap this up, because I got to get home.
And people...
Folks, it's like 10:30 at night.
People, listen.
things.
You're a slave, and so am I. Unless you can do what you want with your life, you're going to be a slave. And even then, you're still going to be a slave. That's the way it is. There's no longer... The working man is no longer valued. That's the basic gist of it. Sorry to be a downer. If you want, I can take my pants off and jiggle my nutsack in front of you.
Dude, why is
lift your spirits?
What the hell is that on your ceiling?
I don't know what it is. But
folks, there's like some random red spot on the ceiling.
This is how it works. It's called life. Just live and be happy.
Folks, I'm
as
still
best
questioning
you
what
can.
Shiggy and his wife do up here. Because there's a random red spot on the ceiling. I mean, look at that. There's like 3 or 4 of them. Holy
Nothing
crap.
goes on up here. Nothing. Nothing happens.
I see handprints. I see footprints. I see butt prints. Like, my gosh, dude. What have you been doing up here?
Nothing
I'm starting
happens up here. It's
Then
a
why
ghost
is there
town.
handprints on the
There's
wall?
tumbleweed that comes through here because nothing happens. Good night.
Folks, I'm sorry. But there's... Look at that. And then there's all... Ugh. Now I'm starting to question things. Okay, we're leaving because it's like 10 o'clock at night and I want to go the hell home. I'm tired. Leave a comment below, like, and subscribe, please. Love you all to death. Stay classy.